Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I am redoing the first part of this video, so if it seems to not mesh with where it's split, that's why. I ran out of room, as I typically do when recording, so I have to do this first part over, and I felt like I wasn't in frame well enough. But I did want to just hold the camera here for you to see a little bit closer up the cover. So I did a collage effect. I have buttons that are threaded but actually glued on. There's scrapbooking paper. There's this tulle, I think is how you call that kind of fabric. There's this hitch post, I think it's called, thingy, by Tim Holtz. It's a new kind of closure. If you all through it, and then you screw that in to the top piece. So that's kind of cool. Let me show you the back. Hang on, sorry for that. I did, and then threaded through this orangey band that picks up on some of the muted orange spots. I will show that there are 5 very full signatures. I haven't counted the pages, but I'm guessing without counting there's approximately 180 sides, not full sheets, but front and the back, and that doesn't count things like all the envelopes or the envelopes or the doilies in there. And then this is really cool. I did mine with all kinds of gardeny color, oranges and greens and yellows, things you would see in produce that you would see at a farmer's stand or farmer's market, roadside stand, I guess is what I'm trying to say, or a garden. And then the tassel comes with it. I tied it on, but there is a Tim Holtz fastener thingy at the top. You could directly attach this to it, but I wanted to put the string because I like how it lays a little flatter being tied on. And the colors are picked up there, and the tassel that are throughout the book. So from here we will take a look. I do have lots of tuck spots. Not all of them are full. I'll let you, whoever decides to purchase that, fill some of it with your own things. And of course, with any book that you would purchase, a person is free to rearrange whatever they get because it becomes their book. But the tuck spots and the things in those different spots and pockets are there to give you an idea of how to use the book and to point out, hey, this is a tuck spot. So anyway, enjoy the rest of this tour through the book. Thanks again for joining me. Going to just page through as quickly as I can so you can get the effect. And what I was saying is I do try to put stuff in the tuck spots or pockets so that people can see how they're used. Throughout this journal I have all kinds of paper. I have book pages that are garden themed. I have adult coloring book pages. I have ledger paper. I have tea-dyed paper. I have lots of scrapbooking paper, cardstock type things, numerous tags, stampings, washi, dictionaries, which just again add personality, just makes it feel, I don't know, fun and eclectic. I enjoy that about junk journaling. There's a couple things on these dictionary pages that have to do with birds and chickens, coincidentally. Canning jar stamp, and then I put in pages from a book on plants. So most of these are garden or herb themed. For a few days I did these tuck spot, or not tuck spots, yeah, this one is a tuck spot, and it's just a little collage embellishment that I got from watching my friend Diane Shaw at Shaw Craft One. She's got lots and lots of good videos. You should go check her out too. Anyway, my son Noah recently fell while riding his scooter and he knocked out a front tooth. Here's another tuck spot. So I have been busy with just getting him to the doctor and I don't know, all the stuff that comes with daily life. I'm thankful he's doing okay and appreciate the prayers of so many. But the tooth is back in his mouth. and is making a good recovery, hoping that we can salvage that tooth so he can just get a crown later. I'm going to put this cute little card in this tuck spot here. This is something else you can do. Use a popcorn bag and use it as a page, and then it becomes a really great spot to tuck things, and it gives that fun personality that we all like in junk journaling. Here I have some scrap fabric from when I did a quilted pot holder. So I had leftover pieces and I just glued that on. I did a mix of gluing and sewing in this book, so it's not all sewn on. Sometimes they feel like the papers are a little too fragile for that, so I like to use glue. And then this I bought. I did not make that. Wish I could say I did, but I bought it at our homeschool co-op. And I added that because it's the perfect farm theme. These things that are cellophane CD pockets will come out. You can insert a photo in there or anything you want. Lots of embellishments, inked up pages, vertical tuck spots, these thicker ones that are made with tags there. And I don't know why I have that in there. I think I was going to fold that up. I get distracted, obviously, and I go off and do other things, and then I come back and forgot where I was. These are side tucks. I may put something in there too, but I don't want to put something in every possible location because then the book gets too bulky. If you get a junk journal that's filled for you, obviously you are free to rearrange the ephemera and tags as you wish. I liked this because they're grocery shopping for produce, and it's a garden themed, farmers themed journal. Dyed paper there. That was dyed with acrylic paint and water. You just swirl it all together and dip your paper in and take it out and dry it. Here, made a collage out of that one. This book I'm really happy with. It feels very secure to me. I had fun making the embellishments. I love this paper set, all this farmer's roadside stand stuff. I just really love the colors. They're bright with a slight, I don't know, I guess they're bright, but I would say they're a muted bright. So they're not like rainbow color bright, but they're very cheery and summery and rich colors. I use these cellophane bags a lot and put a sticker on, so those are good for any memorabilia or just anything you want to journal on or tuck in there, or really whatever. Junk journals are for putting whatever stuff you want into them. It can be used as a journal, it can be used as a memory keeping scrapbook thing. You can see here maybe how I added the bulb pin and a little tiny jingle bell. These are the cutest. These canning jar tags. I got those, I think, at Joann's at that $1.99 Mrs. Sparkle or whatever section. Had to get those. I love canning jar themed things. Some tea and coffee dyed papers throughout. Checking my time here. A couple more tuck spots. Here's an article on honeysuckle. I thought, well, that might be kind of fun. If you're a gardener or farmer, you need to maintain hold back the wild plant growth, and that's an article on taming honeysuckle. This I just inked up and thought that'd be a fun little spot to write a memory or maybe a Bible verse you're learning or anything you want. Side tucks here. Lots of these little things look like seed packets. They came with that same set that I really enjoyed using. YouTuber Diane Shaw sent me a really nice packet of goodies, and those little circles were part of that. And then I put this sideways book clip in there. Of course, that can be taken out and used however. Another tuck spot. That one I left empty. Tuck. Pages are really fun and they add character. I loved this book. I just found it at a free spot once, and it's all about gardening, kitchen gardens. The illustrations are cute, and here this lady is drying some herbs, it looks like. I put washi tape in here too. Stuck in a few florals here because I kind of thought that fit in with the gardening farmer's theme. It's a dictionary page. Here again, a page from the book I picked up at Goodwill on flowers. I put in some recipe cards. Those can be used any way you want. Write a recipe on them or just record a memory on them and just enjoy that creative flair of having it be written on a recipe card. Having a junk journal, making junk journals, writing in junk journals just takes you outside your journaling box. You know, you can start to do things your own way, just how you want. You start to look at items in a new way. A popcorn bag becomes a page. A kid's old workbook becomes a page. A scrap of fabric becomes a tuck spot. You just look at junk almost like it's a treasure. It's really funny. It's fun too. My husband will bring me this or that and say, do you want this for your junk journals? And oftentimes it's yes and sometimes no, but we're all developing an eye for hanging on to bits and pieces and trying to use them creatively. Here's another tuck spot. This I love, those little tiny flowers. So I just made that into a tag. Another place to journal, record memories. You can use it as a bookmark. These were printed online. Lace sewn on, or maybe that was glued on. Anyway, I know I'm going to be running out of time, so I will just page through this quickly. Again, a few more tucks. And a Facebook shop. It's called Gail's Bookish Things, just like this channel is called. You can also see me on Instagram at Bookish Things by Gail. But I'm hoping to have this book posted soon. It will be up for sale. I will have prices there, but I generally have been asking somewhere between $50 and $60, and I will ship it if that would happen to be out of the US. That may change, but it'll be somewhere there. So I really like this book. I wanted to show you too. I like to add these, there we go, these, I think they're called bulldog clips, maybe because they have such a tight clip to them. Like if it was a bulldog, they would bite you and it would hurt. I don't know. Tucks. Here's another thing too. Use an old kid's dictionary for some bright additions to your junk journals. I like these pages from this book that I found. If you take the time to notice the detail, they're really fun. That's a sundial, and I always thought those were cool. Anyway, coffee stained paper. I believe this one is from my friend Diane from Shawcraft One that I was telling you about. She sent me a Happy Mail package early on as I started this, and I think this one's from her. And I just say that because it had such a unique design in there. Mine don't usually turn out quite that fancy. Here's some old lace, and I just attached it with this little tab. So think about your scrap fabrics too as something you can use. This is a tuck spot. It opens, and then of course you can put something in there. So that's a little spot for maybe something you want to keep a little more hidden. Maybe something a little more personal. You don't want to forget, but you don't want it out there for everybody to see. So again, feel free to direct message me on Instagram at Bookish Things by Gail, or leave a comment below if you're interested in purchasing this album. I would be happy to get it to you, and I know that anybody that enjoys gardening or farming, or even the idea of going to a farmer's market and liking outdoors and hand-grown things will like this book. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you again, Darcy and Laura, for joining me. I so appreciate your watching, and I thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.